live. Promised to come on live here today. So we're gonna we got a special guest today. We're gonna talk about Mr. Victorious. What we got here? Oh, better push that right there. We're gonna do a little housekeeping first. Make sure we got this going. Just bear with me. Small technical difficulties. We're all good to go. But we're going to talk about today how to get a deal within the next 30 days, or actually how to be part of a deal within the next 30 days with myself and others and all of us here rocking and rolling throughout the United States of America. I'm going to be your host today of the Amp Live Real Estate Show and Saturday training. So we're going to do a little bit of training. We're going to do some public service announcements as well. We're going to talk about Victor, about his journey and what he's been up to. We're going to talk about some private deals, just touch on them. And then we're actually going to go into those details if you join the group. Join the group. It's a Facebook group. I believe you open this up. That's not working the way I need it to work. I don't know what's wrong with. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're back. Just needed some time to load. All right. So I'm going to be your host today. Amp Live Real Estate Show, Americans Helping Americans, and Amp Live, the American Mentee program, powered by VIPeXecs Realty and Lending. Look forward to speaking with you. Look forward to chatting with you. Look forward to doing a little bit of training with you today. We're going to talk about how you can be part of a deal within the next 30 days or less while working with us throughout the United States of America. I'm going to have a guest. We're going to do, what's that? What's wrong with this thing? Restarted default microphone device on this. Okay, so let's stop. All right, so we got some weird shit going on. Technical difficulties. All right, so you can see the screen there. It's obviously sponsored by VIP Realty and Lending. Step into excellence. If you're looking to hang your license throughout the United States of America, definitely reach out and I'll connect you with the right person to make that happen. Look forward to working with you as well. So let me go ahead and this is always unscripted, uncut. It'll be monetized down the road. Once again, so I'm here. Give me 10 minutes. You can start. All right, I already started, so I'll get that rocking and rolling. He'll be here in about 10 minutes. Let's check this out. Mortgage for millennials, right? And anyone in between as well. Let me go ahead and do this. A little housekeeping once again. Public service announcement. Do all the likes and the loves and all that good stuff. I'm going to share with you today on actually how you can be part of a deal in the next 30 days. I'm going to talk about some private deals. I'm just going to skim on them. And then we'll go into a private Zoom or a private link and give you the details on how you can be involved in some of those deals. And whether you want to pick up a hammer or not pick up a hammer, or build out a business or build out a firm of some sort, then we'll talk about that. Or we call them friendship deals, where basically you go ahead and write a check. And then we go ahead and do what we need to do with the property, secure it, lock it in, write a check back. It's called a friendship deal. Do 2 or 3 of those, and then roll your money 2 or 3 times a year and go from there. If you're wanting to actually purchase properties and do all the other good stuff, that's a totally different jam. We're all about creative real estate investing. It flies under that umbrella. Real estate investing could be wholesaling. It could be options. It could be subject to existing financing, sub-2, lease options, rent to own, cash deals. Doesn't matter. There is a method to the madness. There is what I like to call the art of the deal, or the Amp Live method. That's what we're going to be talking about a little bit today. Victor's going to come on here. He's going to share his story. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he's doing, what he's been up to. I know he's an ex-rapper. Kind of went into as an entrepreneur, selling stuff online and things of that nature. Got into real estate and then created real estate investing. Came aboard, worked with us, ended up picking up a property in the Midwest, and that became his first rental. Right, his first rental and the kid's only like 33 years old. So he's one of the first ones in his life or generation or family to own a piece of property. So it was an awesome thing. Now we're getting ready to say, look, he wants more. He wants to step up. I want a duplex. I want a quad. I want, some more properties. Definitely loves the subject to game. He got into it to wholesale like everybody else, like a lot of the millennials and the youngsters. And yes, you don't have to it doesn't matter whether you're 18 to 80, you can learn how to do this stuff, but there is an art to it. There is only, I say about maybe 97% of America do not know how to do it. 1 to 3% do. And then even then, not everybody wants to do it correctly. Or you get the old dogs just want to go straight up cash. I got cash. And I get that. They don't want to do the leverage. They don't want to negotiate and say, hey, if it makes sense, it's 50 cents on the dollar, I'll pick it up. They'll take it down, right? So, but at the same token, my thing is leverage. I love leverage. I love sharing that with you. And I'll share that with you, a little bit of it here. He's going to maybe share a little bit about his story. And his first deal was going to be a wholesale deal, right? And ended up turning into being a sub-2 or subject to existing financing type deal. and then acquiring a piece of property, cash flow, and all that other good stuff. So it's a beautiful, lovely thing. That's the whole goal. Everybody has their own, type of success or benchmarks for success, or just saying, hey, you can have your career and you want to do a little side hustle. That's okay too. Or you can say, I want to make this a full-time type deal and I want to fix, flip, buy, hold, wholesale, single family, multifamily, hotels, motels. Doesn't matter. The main thing is you got to understand the creative real estate, because people do run out of money. People do die. People get divorced. All kinds of shit happens in just life. So I'm going to share that with you. We're going to talk about this, but yeah, if you're, that's the thing too, right? Some millennials think they can't buy a house. They can't afford a house. The interest rates are too high, right? But if you can get into a piece of property and you can work, leverage, and the seller is flexible and they don't need all the money right now, then there's a way to make that happen, right? And you can become an owner of a piece of property of some sort, right? Whether it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, doesn't matter. I was trying to talk my daughter and saying, look, she wants to move, go for it. Why don't you just buy a damn duplex? Your credit's awesome. Find a duplex, rent out the other one. You're already if you're going to live in a damn apartment or a condo, you already got people on top, people to the side, people on the bottom, depending on where you're going to be positioned in that apartment or condo. Why not just go buy a what? Buy a freaking duplex. Rent it out. Your mortgage payment, if you're going to move out with your boyfriend, charge his ass rent, right? And you're going to live in that place for free. Other people are going to pay the mortgage for you and all that good stuff, and get it done. And then move on and go buy your house. At least you got an asset and you can do whatever you want with it later on. She's a smart young lady, but she's more the artsy fartsy type thing, right? Into, music and fashion, makeup and all that good stuff. Told her this, she had a mortgage license as well, but that's not as exciting. Yeah, it could be boring, right? But, until it's not, get her license. Or if you're a young millennial out there, or maybe you're a Gen Xer like myself, right? Then or a baby boomer, doesn't matter. I mean, I think we all should kind of learn this stuff. I think everybody should have an LLC. Everybody should have a side hustle. The government allows you to do it. So if the government allows you to do it, why don't you do it? Right? Everybody else does. Look at the politicians, right? Before they went in to serve. Now they go in to serve and to become multimillionaires, right? Because they're all damn crooks. But the bottom line is, America is still one of the greatest countries in the whole world. I say United States of America, but in the whole damn world. I'm tell you that right now. I'd rather be here than anywhere else. Wouldn't want to be in China. Wouldn't want to be in Venezuela. Wouldn't want to be in freaking Russia or any of those places, right? Born and raised here, made in America. I say go for it, right? Go for your dreams. Don't stop. Don't ever quit at anything. But I'm going to share this with you. And I want you to really hear this guy's story when he comes on. You better make it or I'm going to be pissed. All right, this thing's working very slowly. So let me go ahead and click this here. So my challenge to you is this. I challenge you, I employ you to take the challenge. Go ahead and take the challenge, okay? Take that challenge. And that is to be part of a deal in the next 30 days, all right, or less. Working with us, working with others, working with my team. Across the United States of America, it does not matter. We got these lovely things right here. They're called what? Phones, right? It's phones. They're phones. Easy peasy. We can do deals and work together exclusively. Technology is a lot more advanced than it was before, especially when I got started a long time ago. But scan that right there. You can see the sub 2 group at the very top hand corner up there. There's also a QR code here. I know it's premature, but hey, we're all here. The bottom line is to sell. That's what we do. My thing, you'll figure out very quickly that free is shit and shit is free. But someone has to pay for it, right? Either other people pay for it through experience, or they have to pay for it in some monetary way. And think of it this way: this is free. You're going to get free knowledge. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to share a couple links for you where you actually can get something free for now before we start charging for it. Because right now it is free, and it's called Surfing for Deals, where you can go out there and find properties anywhere in the United States of America, copy and paste, boom. You're going to get deals. You don't have to drive for dollars. You can do it right on your phone. You can do it on the computer. You can do it anywhere on your iPad. Find properties to be able to rock deals, right? And it's a full-length video on how to do it with some rebuttals and PDFs and all that good stuff. Copy and paste and rock. If you get stuck, go to the Facebook group. Reach out. DM me. If I'm available, I'll chat with you. If not, someone will get in touch with me to chat with you and help you out. But this is all about the one-on-one mentoring program. We're looking for 5 peeps across the United States of America. There's only 5 seats or 5 mentee openings right now. And that's what we're looking for September. After that, shut it down, and it'll open when it opens. Okay, but take advantage of that. Opportunity knocks, you open the door. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Or knock it down, right? And that's what most people do. Most people won't, though, right? And people knock and knock and knock, and they end up giving up before the door of opportunity opens up. So therefore, I'm going to move on real quick to the next situation to see if where this young man's at. Okay, 10 minutes. I said, okay, boom. He just hit me up. About 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and post some other stuff up here. So I'll move on to the next phase. So you're probably going, well, how the hell am I going to be part of a deal in the next 30 days? Right? Join the Facebook group, first of all. It's right there. You can click that. It's a sub 2 master group. You can join that. There's also a creative real estate investing page as well. So you go into the Facebook group, you're going to find deals. There's going to be deals, and there'll be basically what that's about is how to find deals in today's market. And that surfing for deals that we put together, the training is absolutely free right now. I believe next month we're going to charge for it. So take advantage of it while it's free. An app is being built out for AHA, America's How Americans, and Amp Live as well. So that's letting you know that right now. That's nobody knows about that, but it's being built out. And you'll be able to all the training and everything else, community, all be inside of the app. And you'll be able to download it and get it for free. But obviously the stuff in it is not free. All right. So take advantage of that. I can't see myself. Okay, well, where are you at, man? Okay, let's see. You should be able to. Where's your video? You got your video locked on? Can you hear me? Victor, you hear me? Victorious? Let me see where you're. I think you're down. You might be down here. If I scroll all the way down, should be in one of these add scene, camera, media, countdown. Where the heck? I got your comic books on here. Those Prince comic books. I guess you got rolling out. I got that up here. You can share that. All right. So let's see where you at. Chat should be easy. Copy link. So we got two things here. Where's this thing work? Oops. Let's close. Oh, there you are. Let me turn it on. Boom. How about that? Working it. It's taking some time to load. 1 second, man. If you can hear me, cool. I'm going to turn this thing on.
Is it facing me or the facing the wall?
All right, we got to load that up right there. Keep pushing the button like it's going to work. All right. Come on now. And we got too much shit open probably. 9 times out of 10, I got all kinds of tabs that are open like knucklehead. All right, now can you see yourself? Let's see where you should pop up somewhere here. All right, there you go. I see you now. Let me open that up there.
All right. Okay.
Bottom here. Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hey, what's up, Eric?
Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to open this up here. I had some technical difficulties, but I have too many tabs open or something. But I can see you, but I'm trying to get you open. I want to put you up here on the screen here. See if I can do that. Where's that? We'll go right here. Edit name, Victorious. Cool. How you doing today, man? There you go.
I'm doing good.
Can you see yourself now?
Yeah, I can see. I can see.
Right, cool. Looking good, brother. Love it, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I like that jacket, brother.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather wear your jacket than mine. That's cool. Where'd you get that?
Yeah. I got it at a spot in California before I left California in the summer. It was at some mall, man. I seen it and I just grabbed it. I don't even remember the spot.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I grabbed
it. That's cool. Is that what I see? Your shirt? What is that?
My shirt is a Beetlejuice shirt. I love Beetlejuice too, man. So, because the movie just came out and everything, dude. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out too.
Is it out now?
Yeah.
Oh really? Fuck! Oh, I didn't know that. I know they made it too, but I didn't think it's already.
Yeah, it just came out yesterday, I think. So that's what I'm probably gonna go catch it later on tonight with the kids and stuff. Maybe.
Okay, cool. Hey, looking good, man. Appreciate it taking the time, and we're just gonna get into it a little bit, brother. let's talk. I just started talking a little bit about what we do. It's obviously we're doing the Amplified Real Estate Show. I kind of got this here. I got some tabs open. I know you've been rocking and rolling. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your journey from where we first met until even before, until we met, until now. And I know you've been doing some stuff and shaking, moving, making some moves. At the end of the day, obviously, that's what we all should be doing. And we've been talking a lot about a lot of stuff. So first and foremost, this is Victor. So Victor from Victorious Real Estate. He also has Victorious
Comics.
Victorious
Comics. Yep.
Victorious Comics.
Yep.
Comics. He's got some stuff that's rolling out. He may or may not be. I'm not sure. I think they got that. Was that Comic-Con thing rolling up?
Yeah, I'll be at New York Comic-Con 2024 this year. So that's in October. It's coming up. That's going to be super exciting. It's my first time at New York Comic-Con. We're going to be dropping 2 back-to-back exclusives there. It's going to be pretty awesome. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. I appreciate that, man. And how's that journey been with real estate? Because real estate is obviously real estate. And we first started hooking up, right? I know you've been on your journey, and we talked about this, right? About finding coaches and mentors and programs and all that good stuff. And eventually, earlier I was talking about you before you got here. I said, hey, this young man got his first property. He's like 33 years old. First one in his family or generation to actually own that piece of property, which I thought was awesome. And hopefully shaped your life and started changing you and putting you in a trajectory of building that legacy that everybody wants, right? But's not willing to maybe sacrifice or work for it. And so we're talking a little bit, sharing that at the end of the day, and the journey on how that's been. And obviously, then you found some other stuff, because before that you were doing collecting, and I remember you were doing you were actually a rapper too, right?
Yeah, I was doing music, so I was doing singing and songwriting, and
Cool.
at the same time I was a tattoo artist. I've been a tattoo artist for over 16 years as well. So
Wow, that's
I
awesome.
just kind of been moving and grooving, just always doing something, always trying to keep myself busy, enjoying myself, and it was kind of like the same with real estate. I just felt like I needed to up my game, for a minute, and wanted to try something new. And like you said, I was the first one in my family and stuff to own a piece of property and to be able to get into real estate, do this, um, and be able to follow through with it and actually have something, have a property, have it as a rental, and have tenants in place and stuff, create cash flow from it. And then now, um, we're in another transition now. We're able to do something else. We're working towards fixing and flipping this property, and that's an awesome thing, man. Like I said.
So why segue into that? Because obviously you're doing the music thing, and then you're obviously a collector, and you're coming out with like your own clothes and stuff, right? And what made that transition to say, you know what, shit, I think I want to go in this direction now?
I don't know, like honestly, I was doing the clothing, the music, and the tattoos and stuff. It was fun. It was very exciting, but I don't know. I don't know. I felt like it was almost like kind of too easy. And in the back of my head, I always remember when I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna own properties. I'm gonna own big houses. I remember driving in my mom's car. My mom was driving the car. I'm in the back seat, and I'm looking at all the huge, big mansions and the houses, and just imagining me owning them one day and having them and stuff like that. And I was just at a point in my life where it's just like, okay, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay with everything that I've been doing, and now it's time, I think, to transfer into what I've always wanted to do, and that was real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took the leap of faith. I stopped everything else, and I hyper focused on real estate. Stopped tattooing, stopped the music, stopped doing custom clothes and stuff like that. I completely kind of revamped myself, went into hiding, and emerged, different, completely different, more knowledgeable and stuff. Just completely, just changed from knowing about a bunch of stuff of real estate, just from subject to seller financing to wholesaling, and to working with agents, to working with other investors, cash buyers, sellers, and everything in between.
Interesting. You said something that was pretty key, man. It was like you disappeared. and then you emerged as something else. What made
Yeah.
that happen? I mean, because not everybody, it's a smart thing to do. Trust me, not everybody's willing to do it, but a lot of people who do, it works. I mean, sometimes you have to shut everything down and reemerge and come back as what been planning to be. And I think that's always a progression, almost like a butterfly, right? Get in the
Yeah.
cocoon or stuff, then we emerge, and then I always like to call them lateral moves, right? Instead of going, sometimes people say, "Oh, you got to take a couple steps back." I never see it as going backwards because you put so much into stuff, and it's more like a lateral move, right? You're going up or you're going, segueing to the right because this is where you want to go. Everything you've learned before is part of that experience that gets you to that level. Because if you didn't do all those things before, you probably wouldn't have made that decision to go in that direction. So that's pretty awesome that say that. But what made you do that? What made you to say, you know what? I think I just need to hyper focus, shut shit down, and then go that route.
Honestly, it's kind of been something in me since I was younger. So it's like whenever I wanted to learn something,
Yeah.
I learned like I kind of came fixated on it or like infatuated with it. Like that's all I thought about. So if that's what I wanted to do, everything else didn't matter. Hanging out with the friends, hanging out with girls, partying, all that type of stuff. I was like, nah, I'm not worried about that stuff. I'm hyper focused, so it's just like, okay, while you guys are partying and having fun. I mean, I know it's kind of cliche to say this, but
Yeah.
when people were partying and having fun and stuff, I was dealing with different type of problems. I was dealing with my mom not being able to pay all the bills on time and stuff like that, and it was hard for her. She was always renting and stuff like that. So I was just like, I gotta change and transition since I was young. So every time I did something,
Yeah.
like when I wanted to become an artist when I was younger, I focused on doing nothing but art for the longest time. And then it emerged into me being a tattoo artist and then doing custom clothing and then doing music and all that type of stuff. And then, like I said, this is amazing. This is fun. I could always go back to it, but that felt like really natural, right? So at the same time, I felt like I shut things off and I had to sit down and kind of reemerge every single time, but not as much as how I did for real estate. And the reason why is because I knew it was a bigger challenge. It was a challenge I've never faced before.
Okay.
And I'm the type of person, I'm not going to say everybody's like this, but I'm the type of person that when there's a challenge, like I told you this earlier,
Yeah.
if somebody tells me no, don't effing tell me no. Don't tell me I can't do it.
Okay.
Don't tell me I won't do it.
Yeah.
And that even goes for my own negative Nancy self. When I be trying to think negative sometimes, and you're not good at, you can't do, no, watch, back off. We got to do this, So I sit there and I hyper focus. It was just something that I've learned how to do over time, just like even when I kind of like disappeared from the real estate for a minute and
Mhm.
then like completely reemerged as this like comic creator guru type dude that like at all these comic conventions doing exclusives all over the place, traveling all the time and all that type of stuff. It's just something that I've learned.
Mhm.
But my favorite thing of every single transition in my life has been real estate. it's,
Wow. Interesting.
it's changed me the most. Let's say that.
That's cool. And you say it changed you the most. Why do you think that is, or why did that transition happen?
Well, it changed me the most because of the simple fact of I was always told you can't have a house, you won't get a house. So look where you came from, look what you have, look how your family is. I mean, look at your credit score, look at this, look at that. I'm like, okay, so I'm pretty much stuck.
Yeah.
So getting into real estate, I had a goal. I really did. I really had a goal. I had to change some people's opinions on me, even my own opinion of myself
Yeah.
and stuff. And I just went hard, man. I just pushed, and I didn't care. You
Okay.
know, um, I just wanted to really do it, and like I just hyper focused. I just wanted something else for myself. I wanted to have that type of feeling to know that I've accomplished it and I did it. That's the best feeling in life, and that's what changed me the most because I ended up owning properties, doing some wholesaling and stuff like that, helping people with their own deals, and stuff like that, and coaching other people on the mentee program is just like everything that's changed me. It's changed a lot because I try to tell people if I can do it, and people say I couldn't do it, and I was from like, oh, Richmond, California. I'm from the ghetto, from the hood, gangs, violence, drugs, this and all that stuff. You're never gonna do anything. That I don't care what they say, because obviously I did it. I have owned properties. We're right now in the middle of getting this property cleaned up to put it on the market, so we can make some money. We're gonna go right back and do it again. We're gonna go get maybe a duplex or triplex.
Right.
Hold on to that for a little bit and keep doing what we're doing. Other wholesale deals, helping other investors. If they can't do the deal, you know how it is with us, Eric.
Yeah.
We can JV if they need it, and we have the buyers. We'll do it. I mean, whatever it is. That's the exciting thing about it too. That's what changed me. It's the most fast paced thing ever for me. I feel like it. And then right after I got into comics
Yeah.
and the Comic Cons and like the whole like you got to drop the books at this time before like they're no longer that valuable, or like, you only got a certain amount of time to get these books before everybody else gets them and stuff. It's the same thing. It's like, it's a constant, like not a chase, but it's constant movement. And I like that.
Because it's different, right? It's not always it's the same, but it's not the same because every deal is different, everything's structured different. And if you learn creative real estate investing, it's just not like a cookie cutter thing, right? There's the
Right.
method to the madness, right? Obviously, and you know that from working with myself and others, and we're doing stuff together and training and mentoring and stuff, right? It's a different jam. It's how you look at stuff, how you frame stuff, right? And then knowing and having symmetric strategies, because I think that's what helps out a lot too. The mentees throughout the United States of America is that when we're doing this stuff, right? They have something to go, hey, because what they don't see and what they don't know is what they don't know. But if we do, and you do, and we do, right, all of us, then it's like, hey, like for you, right? When we got your property and you went from, hey, I'll wholesale to some bitch. And then you're like, fuck, can I sub to this? Yeah, let's make it happen. And
Yeah.
the same thing happened to others, right? That have joined the program. They go, hey, I want to wholesale, had a couple of bucks, and then went and said, hey, this is a great sub 2 deal. Let's fix it, flip it, buy and hold, or whatever the exit strategy is. You won't know what that exit strategy is, but your first deal might be a wholesale deal, sub 2 deal, an option deal, seller finance deal, fix and flip deal, commercial deal, maybe, right? You never know. Because whatever the mentee wants to focus on, we have to have that target, as you know, right, brother? We put that target together. That's where the micro goal sheet came into place. And I think when we were chatting in the beginning, it's like micro goal sheet, man. And you know how some people, right, they try to avoid it. And they say, no, you got to fill out the micro goal sheet, fill out your goals in there, week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years. And some people argue over that, right? Oh, the 10-year goals don't mean shit. Well, you got to have a target, right? And I think some come back and they do what? They'll go ahead and shoot a text. Here's what I got. I said, no, you need to download it, or do whatever you need to do and put in, because we start off the benchmarks, right? Here, we're going to do this, this, and this. Now write in your benchmarks. And some people go, I don't know what's the program. I don't know what's going to happen. And remember, they're always tangible and intangible, right? But it's very important for them to write those things in there, because now they're taking the thoughts and they're putting them in writing, and then they're sharing with us, so we can put together a target to go, hey, this is what you want to achieve. The program's a program, but I always say, and you know this, right? We go as fast or as slow as we need to, and then based off of their target and go after it, right? And then, yes, like you're saying, be hyper-focused. Got to hyper-focus, put your head down and grind. Who gives a shit about the Joneses, what they have, what they're driving, and what they're doing? Hyper-focus on us. That's why the one-on-one mentoring is so powerful, and why coaching will only get you so far. YouTube gets you so far. TikTok gets you so far. But the one-on-one is what completes all the missing pieces of the puzzle. And you found that out, and you do it now. You still do it, right? As more people come down the wire, do the coaching. At the end of the day, we're working deals together, which is going to be awesome. And we'll talk about that maybe on tomorrow if you're available, Sunday sermon, or at Tuesday when we actually go to interview some of the Pete's for the rehab in Missouri. We can do that exclusively through a Zoom and a private link, because we'll be sharing intimate details of the property, the numbers, the structure, how we got the deal, how you got the deal, what's on the table, right? And then, hey, go from there. which I think is very, very powerful because those missing pieces are not shared. You can find little pieces, right? You can try to put the puzzle together, but as you found out, it's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we all went through that. So it's,
No, we got things to do, man. We have to move fast and stuff. So I'm like I said, I'm forever grateful that I did team up with AHA when I did, and I'm still with you guys. I've never left, never going anywhere. It's a family forever type thing. Yeah, we have our ups and downs. Yeah, we may even have our own little disagreements on something. I mean, this happened. I mean, even with a simple deal of like, hey, I think it should be this amount. You think it should be this amount. Well, we had to find a healthy medium and say, you know what, let's meet in the certain middle where we can put it up for sale to list it. You know, this would be a good price and stuff because maybe I might be too high. There was times when I first came in, I
yeah,
was a little too high on estimating things and stuff, and you had to bring me from the clouds and be like, "Hey, come on, man. This, I know it looks like it's a good 750, but in this market, in this place,
yeah,
it's like a good 640, and that's on the high end. So let's be more conservative." So I learned that and stuff like that. So all that type of stuff is awesome. I mean, it's very good for me. I know it'd be good for anybody else to learn this type of stuff, and be a part of things like that. Like I said, like it's remember the first actual contract I had was in Texas, and it was 10 properties on the same contract. 10 of them.
I
He
remember
gave
that.
us the whole row. Remember? And I didn't
Yeah,
know what to do. I didn't know what to do. It was crazy. But I was glad that I had you there, and like I'm glad that I have you now here to help me to be a part of this, and we're actually partnering up with this. And yeah, it's my first time actually going through this fix and flip situation. At least I'm going with somebody who is seasoned in that situation rather than trying to go in blind.
it's
I
like
mean,
a
because I was,
graduation.
yeah,
It's like graduation, man. You're going. You're going to make it happen. And I know we talked about some other stuff about things that you're wanting to do, which is
yeah.
awesome. So I'm glad that that's happening. And a lot of work, yeah, needs to be done. I think you said something earlier. You're writing offers too high. Why do you think that was? I mean, I know why, but why do you think that? Well, I think you know why too in the beginning because you went through it all, right? And most mentees are going to do that. Most people are going to do that because they're why. Go ahead. And I like to hear it from you, man.
I mean, I was new. Honestly, I was very, how can I say, I was becoming conditioned by all the stuff I was listening to and watching on YouTube, TikTok, all these little free seminars and webinars, these little free cheat books and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It was all bits and pieces. It was all here and there, right? So when I was trying to sit there and figure things out and stuff, I was just like, okay, I don't want this other guy to get the deal. I gotta write it this high. It's like, okay, I'm only gonna make 2-3 grand on it, maybe if it goes through, but I still gotta write the deal so I can get it. So yeah, I would write. That's. It was the fear of not keep getting the property and not really knowing what I was doing and how to talk to them and to get them down because we have to look at it too as they, as the owners, the sellers, or whatever the situation is on their end, whether they're dealing with pre-foreclosure or anything like that, they're the owners. They're already kind of defensive and stuff like that. So they're already a certain type of way, and we have to be a certain type of way and we have to try to understand them and stuff. And when we do, a lot of times when you're new, you're fresh meat. I pretty much say like this, you're fresh meat. They can smell it. You think you're gonna get a good deal. You think, oh yeah, I wrote this offer, I got the contract. But then why are you stuck for 3 months, 6 months for the contract? No buyer wants it. Nobody's willing even to JV with you because they're looking at you like, dude, do you know what you just did? And that's where I was at. Remember? I was writing stuff too high because I just didn't want to lose it. I was fearing and stuff, and we were throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping things would stick. And you told me that's not the way.
Right.
You showed me that's not the way.
Yeah. And that's why, and you notice that I let you go and do that, right? I didn't say, hey, don't do it. I said, I'll ask you, right? Like we ask every mentee, what would you
Yeah.
like to do? And then I'll explain it to you, right? This is what's going to happen. I mean, it's not to be right, as you always know, right? And that's the way I am. But, it's the only way you're going to learn, right?
Yeah.
And I always use that analogy of making a right-hand turn. You want to make a right-hand turn, go down the hallway, and you're going. Then you're like, hey, what's up, Eric? You come with me? Guys, gals, you come with me? And I'm like, nah, go ahead. I'll let you, let me know when you're done. Because I already know what's down there, right? You wrote an offer. You want to write it up. You didn't negotiate it the way you needed to, or you went off and did it yourself. As you know, with the Mentee program, you and I are working together, right? The first couple of times we're at the kitchen table, it's myself, right? And even if you're mentoring, it's going to be you. And so, but even though it could be Florida, it could be Texas, it could be anywhere, we're right here on these things, right? And we're negotiating a deal. And I always will ask you, what would you like to do? Ask every mentee, what would you like to do? You can write it up if you like, and you got some inventory and try to sell it. But then by having that, there is a benefit to it. If you get it sold, you make some money. If you work hard, you can get it sold. I don't like, we don't like to backpedal, right? Don't backpedal, but you make your money when you write up the offer. You make your money when you lock up the property, when you sell it. Because if you buy it right and you dump it, you make money. If you fix it and flip it, you make more money. If you buy and hold it, you're going to make the most money, obviously, because that's the legacy stuff we're talking about, right? So when you're doing it, you know that. I tell you, hey, go for it. If you want to do it, go for it. But then I will tell you the outcome. Yeah, if you don't push it, you're probably going to get stuck on it. At the end of the day, we'll go on the contract. But the only benefit to that is that what? You get to build a buyer's list, right?
Right.
You get moving forward. So it puts you into the process, puts you into the game a lot quicker, whether it's a piece of inventory. So you can take that inventory, go through all the process of marketing it, getting the videos together, hunting. And yeah, you may get some feedback that is too high or you're not going to sell it. Who doesn't matter? But at least you're connecting with what? People. You're going to vet out the real buyers, right? You're going to pick, if you go, like we said, it's about 7% out there. It was a lot different when I got started in the last cycle, where anybody who comes to the office had a checkbook. And they're like, shit, yeah, I got money. I'm ready to roll. Now it's like 7 out of 100 are real buyers. So that's where a lot of people get frustrated. They get tired. They go, man, I got to go through 100 just to find 7 real buyers. That's a lot of freaking work, right? But it's worth it. Because then all you need is 5 good buyers on your list, depending on where you're working. So that's the takeaway, is that if you get something like that, you can build a buyer's list. You start building your private money list. And if you can go back and you're willing to backpedal a little bit, you can negotiate with the seller. But if you know, during the mentoring program, I'd be with you. I would say we should be here, but if we want to lock it up here, no problem. Let's lock it up, right? And we get it done. But then you got to get to work, right? Mm-hmm. And people don't, right? So people go, I got a contract, and they don't do shit. Just like real estate agents. Hey, I got a listing, and then they don't work it. And then they wonder why it didn't close. Or they wonder why.
Give me 1 second. You continue. Just give me 1 second. I'm right here. Hold on. It's just getting a little hot in here, man. Go ahead. You can continue.
Go for it. I'm good. The next part's for you, brother.
Yeah, chilling in the office right now. I just got back from being with the kids and everything.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Right. So basically, doing that, obviously, that's what we do. We still do it today, right? Things are a little bit different because we won't be known as the people who take people's deals, right? So the bottom line is that if you got a deal, write it up the way you need to. Don't be, like you're saying, don't be afraid to write it up. Don't be afraid if the seller gets offended. We have to get what we have to get. Even like when you did, the deal that you have now, right? That had to be negotiated, right? It had to go from a wholesale deal to a decent deal because you got it under contract at a good price and you negotiated and got it. Not to mention that you're at Disneyland on vacation while you did the deal, which was awesome. And I think you're panicked out like a son of a bitch, going, "Oh, what do I do? Blah 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 blah." They got the contract, they're walking out, the notary's taking off. What do I do? What I do? Because I think I was at the lake or some shit. I forgot. I was somewhere else.
Yeah, man. We were in vacation mode, but we were still working. That's the thing. We're still working, but we can have vacation time. So yeah, I think you were at the lake, and I was for sure at Disneyland.
I remember that.
It was a monumental thing for us. Remember, it was very monumental for us. We were celebrating my daughter and my birthday.
Oh, right,
like the same week. Remember, and then we got that property and decided to say, you know what, we're gonna take it down too.
Take it down in sub 2 instead of wholesale. Because you could have sold it off wholesale easy peasy because the numbers were good. But then said, take it down.
And people wanted it. We could have, like you said, people were ready to grab it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, nah, something told me. Something just told me. I don't know. Just like, it's like, yeah, let's make that, but it's just like, no, I want to do it. I gotta do it. Let's see, Eric. And
You're asking
the
to ask.
cool thing is like you was like, you didn't. This is what I respect about you the most, and this is what I don't care what anybody says. You, you could have said no. You could have said no. That's not what I'm here training you to do. I trained you. You know, you're doing wholesaling, or you're learning how to do calls and do this and do that. You know, there's levels to this. No, you said fine. You want that? You want to go that route? Let's. Hey, you know how to do wholesaling? Time to pivot. We're gonna. All right. Time to teach you this and train you on this. And we went through it, and you were there every step of the way.
Awesome.
So, that right there. I mean, it's proof in the pudding, dude. I got the fucking house. Excuse my French. Sorry, but I got the house, and we're
Passion.
Tuesday. We're gonna be taking videos of people doing walkthroughs of giving us bids on what it's gonna cost and what we're gonna do. They're gonna see befores. They're gonna see afters.
Yep.
And this is a thing. Like, this is the first time they're gonna, because it's my first time on a fix and flip, but this isn't the last. Just like the first time they seen the video with me. They're like, is that Vic's last video? Nah. There's been videos since then that we've closed wholesale deals. We've closed subject to deals that I've actually took over, and now it's mine. And then time later, look at all the time that's passed. Now we're here.
Right.
So we've done the wholesaling, we've done the sub two, we've helped other people doing other seller financing and stuff like that. We've passed off properties to see people do fix and flipping, but now you're with me and I'm with you with HA, and we're doing this. We're doing the fix and flip now. After that, now we're on to the next step, a whole nother ball game. Like, that's something you don't have to do, but that you do. And like I said, that's why I stick around. That's why people, I mean, if you come aboard, or if you ever even just think about doing real estate, it don't matter if it ain't with us. Then I'm gonna tell you, you just gotta find a team like us. It's gonna be hard. You gotta find somebody that's like Eric. That's not gonna charge you per the hour when you call him at 2 in the morning, and when he's with his wife and his family trying to relax and sleep, and you're worried about the house you got to go see at 8 o'clock in the morning. He didn't charge me. He picked up the phone and he stayed on the phone with me for an hour and a half. And so it was 3:34 in the morning, and then we ended up going the next day and stuff. So, like, that's why everything, man, and like all these transitions, everything is all fit into place, dude. It's a great experience. And for anybody else who would like to try to have an experience like this, I say, come aboard, man. We're here. We're not gonna let you fail, because I mean, one way or another, we're gonna figure it out. There's different strategies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might not be able to wholesale it. One of us might want to take it over, or we might know somebody. That's what's cool about it.
Cool. Yeah, that's true, man. And the only way you can fail is if you don't show up to the party and you don't do anything, and you think you got a Staples button there to press the button, everything magically happens, right? Because life doesn't work that way,
Right.
right? You know that. I don't have to, and but it makes sense. Some people do, right? Think they're
Yeah.
investing in a widget, or they're investing in a car, right? I saw something. There's a meme about a Lambo, right? And Lamborghinis are saying, look, why don't you advertise on TV? They, well, because people who buy Lambos don't watch TV, right? So I advertise there. The same thing here. It's a
Right.
selection process, right? And it still is for the one-on-one mentoring program. So I appreciate the endorsement. I appreciate what you shared with me, man. That means a lot to me. That means that what I'm doing and what we're doing is on point. You're here and you're rocking and rolling because there's a synergy, right? There's the same thing. We all want the same stuff at the end of the day. And you know that the integrity and loyalty is super important to me, and that is you, man. You're like the epitome of integrity and loyalty, brother. And communication. We all know that can break down because we got family, we got family. Heck, you were doing it on that communication kind of broke down. We're doing that deal, right? It's like, because I'm stuck over here and I'm trying to get to a spot where I can get cell phone service, and you're panicking, going, shit, what's going to happen? What's going on? The notary's getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
And, man, make an executive decision, brother. I need you to do that. And you jumped on it. You got it done. And I was like, fuck yeah, there's my F-bomb, right?
Yeah.
Done. They went back in, signed all the shit, and boom. I just talked to the notary, send it over so I could review it. Everything looked great. Boom. let's get it done because I didn't want the notary to split in case we needed something. And so that was a lovely thing, man. That was an awesome story, by the way, too. So, I definitely get where you're coming from. Hopefully, if you're out there, you see this, you're watching this, go back and forth, watch all of it. There's always golden nuggets dropping today with Victorious, myself. Anything that gets said, there's things that you can actually do and take into the business, right? And a lot of this is coming from a place of, I guess, experience, coming from a place from the heart at the end of the day. Mind, body, and soul, right? Because I know you're into that stuff too. Is just like me, right? Reading your books, keeping your mind filled with mindset, right, and fueling the brain with positiveness and reading. For me, that's my fuel, right? If I didn't have books, or read books, or do that, I'd probably be a big old depressoid at the end of the day, right? But
I have books. I have all kinds of books, though. I have comic books. I have trade paperbacks. I have novels.
Yeah.
I have soft paperbacks, and then I have all types of stuff. I have stuff not even out of the package.
Oh shit! Okay, I get that. I know when I was younger, I was into marketing back in the day because I was going to date myself. I used to be in the direct marketing stuff, right? That's when there was no internet, and you'd have to send a couple of bucks. It would be in the back of these comic books that you're saying, right? So in the back of the comic books, it'd be like these little ads, right? How to make money doing this and that, or how to do this and make money. So I'd send my $2 in, and then I get this big old package of how I need to reproduce all this stuff and put it back together, and then run ads in the back of the comic books or in classifieds so people can buy the stuff, send their $2 in, and then I'd send out the package, right? It's kind of like internet marketing of today.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And I would collect, kind of like how you collect stuff, I would collect all the magazines. I'd collect all the ads. I literally would collect all their free marketing shit. And I'd have like literally boxes and boxes of this stuff when I was probably 7, 8 years old. And my mom would go, "What the hell are you doing?" And she's getting ready to throw the shit out. I'm like, no, throw that out. What are you doing? It's trash. No, it's not. That's gold, right? That's marketing gold. For some reason, I don't know why. Kind of like how you got that little voice in your head going, "Man, take this down. This is where I'm supposed to be going." And that's kind of what happened to me. I don't know why. I liked it, and it worked for me. And to go back on your comic book stuff, this is the trip. My uncle, he was an entrepreneur as well, and it was in the garage. And I don't know where he did some type of deal somewhere, and he literally got like all these boxes that had comic books in them, right? These are old sons of bitches, right? Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, all kinds of crazy shit. Some I didn't even know that were comic books, right? And they were in the garage. He said, "Yeah, you can have them if you want." And I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't into comic books, right?" I was like, "That's cool, whatever." Didn't know what we had.
Man,
the money in that shit. And then I think my grandmother was cleaning out the garage, gave away a lot of the shit because we didn't do any yard sale stuff, right? Or threw it away. One of the two, man. It was crazy. But that sticks while I'm thinking about you and the comic book stuff, man. It was a trip. And they're old sons of bitches too, man. A lot of those. I was tripping out.
That's crazy.
It is, man. So I know that we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you got anything to add, I do appreciate it. Click the links down below. We are looking for about 4 or 5 mentees throughout the United States of America. It is a selection process. You'll be working with myself, Victor, our team, and everybody to help you get to where you want to get to. We're one of the only programs, like I mentioned, right, where we train and mentor. We mentor you, throughout the United States of America for 6 months. We partner up, do 6 deals for the next 12 months. We got some awesome stuff that we're going to share with you in Missouri on Tuesday, right? So we'll be doing some walkthroughs. We're going to be sharing, documenting all that stuff and how it goes through. So make sure you go ahead and scan that QR code up on the top there and either become a one-on-one mentee or jump into one of the Facebook groups where we can do some training or register, at least get in our little ecosystem so we can share that with you and be able to know when it's coming up so we can actually do some training. So I want you to go ahead and do me a favor, brother. I'm going to pull something up real quick down here. I know you got some shit that's going to be released. It looks awesome. And I know I'm getting my 1 of 10 copies somewhere there, right? I'm not sure what number it is, so surprise me, brother.
Yeah, I will. You're going to get a 1 of 10. Well, I mean, this is one of the newest accomplishments, man. And like I said, it's another milestone in my life and stuff. So being in the comic game and stuff like that, just the whole retailer and going to the comic conventions and selling comic books and stuff,
Yeah.
man, the way it moves so fast, man, and it's so crazy how it is, how the market is for that. It's almost just like
Mhm.
real estate. So it's the same to try to get the intellectual property or the licensing or the permits or like to team up with the right people to be able to do certain books. So me and my people, we had to get the right people and connect with the right ones
Yeah.
to collaborate with Tidal Wave Productions. They're an awesome company, all right? Tidal Wave Productions
Yeah.
teamed up with me and a couple other retailers that I brought together onto the table, and we did a Prince tribute book.
That's awesome.
Now these books are only these ones right here
Ah,
with the trade. These are considered the trade dress, everybody, all right? So the trade, it has the name, obviously, and the issue and stuff, and the company and everything. So this is number 2 out of 80. There's only 80 of these ones ever going to be made. They're all going to be at New York Comic Con.
that's awesome.
We have this one right here.
Hmm.
This one is a 2 of 80 as well because they were to go as a set. This is the Virgin trade. Since what I mean by that is because it's cleaned up. It's before they put the lettering on it.
Hmm.
It has no logos. It just has the numbers.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful copy. Now, chat. It's an actual autobiography book. It's a cool little story. Okay, so it's a
Hmm.
cool story. At the end, I'll open up one of the books so to show you a little insight of it. That it's not just a bunch of like weird pictures or just like one image or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like that. It's an actual book you can collect and keep. This one right here is an example of the rainbow hollow foil.
Oh, okay. Is that foil? You said hollow foil.
Yes, this is the rainbow hollow foil.
Okay. Yeah,
If
that's pretty
you
cool.
can kind of see the way it looks and stuff, it has that rainbow look. This is
Yeah.
number 2 of 80 or 2 of 20. See, so for these foil ones right here, the hollows, we only made 20 in existence for these ones. These ones are limited edition as well. And we have some Bruce Lees. The Bruce Lees haven't came to the house. They haven't showed up yet, but that's another exclusive drop. Now these ones, this one is one that's probably going to be going to Eric. This one is a in 2 of 10. There's only 10 of these ones. This is the lava right
Hmm.
here. This is the lava. It's different than the regular rainbow foil. If you
Yeah.
see it, it has the lava on it.
Hmm.
And the cool thing about this one is this is what the back looks like. Let's show you guys what the back looks like. It's a New York City Comic Con actual exclusive. It has my logo, my company, and the team that we
Awesome.
partnered up with. The
That's
whole
cool.
thing is foiled out on the outside, and then this is what the beautiful book looks like on the inside. Full storyline, beautiful colors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It got images of Prince. Look right there, all a bunch of awesome stuff. But yeah, this one's probably the one I'm gonna be sending to you, man. This is
All
two
right.
of number 2 out of 10. I always
Awesome.
keep the number one. I have to keep the number one. So I
That's
give you that one.
all
And
right.
then this is the last one. These are the Magnas. These ones are even more rare too. They're magma foils.
What is that?
It's a little different. You have to kind of see it. I don't know if on the camera it shows, but
Yeah.
they have different variations of how they look
Okay.
when they get hit by the light.
Yeah. Reflections and stuff.
Yeah, their reflections. This one has more of squigglies, and this one's more of like clusters and stuff like that
Okay.
when you see it in person.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I mean they're awesome. I mean that's what I'm saying, chat. Like I went from doing what I was doing before real estate to doing real estate, getting into it, learning my way, still working in it. I was able to wholesale, do a couple wholesale deals. I was able to see other people do deals and help them, other mentees that we teamed up with that I even bring on, and
Mhm.
they were part of the team and stuff. And hi, buddy. Hold on. Go on there.
There he
Oh,
is.
little noodles. Go over there, little man. Go, mommy. 1 second.
Gonna have to get him a shirt, man.
Huh?
Got to get him an AHA shirt. I don't
Yeah.
think they make them that small though.
Well, he's kind of a big dude, man. Go down there.
Oh yeah.
He's become a little big dude, man. He's a little bodybuilder. He has a little bodybuilder shape,
Oh,
man. Yeah.
cool.
Uh,
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, all this, to be honest, like I said, all of this stuff, man, Eric, it wouldn't have been possible if it wouldn't have been for the property that I obtained working with you and all the knowledge that I learned, all the wholesales and stuff, and all the assignments that we did, helping other mentees and everything, and just all the knowledge because it was able to give me a little bit of time to break away from real estate. This is the thing. I was able to break away to start a whole new business, a whole new venture, and still come back to real estate like I ain't never left.
Right.
And that's the most awesome part about it. Like, um, more to come. Like we have the whole fix and flip. It's like that's the most coolest part for me. I'm
Awesome.
excited for it. Just
Yeah,
as
I'm
much
excited.
as the New York Comic Con stuff
Yeah.
and going to Florida Comic Con and all this other stuff is like, yeah, we've done deals, we've done real estate, all this other stuff, but this is like now my time to work with you to do my first fix and flip. We've seen other people do fix and flip. I've watched it done. I've seen it. It's amazing. It's great. But I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
But how things happened, the way everything has unfolded in my life recently, from us relocating out here and how everything has been, us being even closer to that property, and now us being in a position to where now we should fix and flip it. And I think it was all for it was meant for a reason, and this is just part of that journey, and I think it's awesome, man. And I want us and I want people out there to understand. Like I want us to be a part of that journey with you guys. Like I said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Eric can do it. There's tons of other people that's been on here with us that's done it. They've all ventured off and did great things. They're doing other things in their life. They come back and stuff when they need be and stuff, or if they need help. But that's the thing. That's the family here. Come in here, learn what's up, get these tools, understand, and not get effed around. Because I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of people that f you around, even agents, even loan companies, and all them. Like even if you're a seller
Mhm.
and it's your property, or you're an owner and you're in pre-foreclosure and stuff, the banks don't care about you. You're just a number. They need their dollars. They need their money, or they're gonna keep taxing you.
Yeah.
They don't care, and that's what I learned from you, Eric. Like we step in and we help them genuinely. And that's why I like being a part of it and stuff. And that's why I like now I'm more of a person that likes to help people because it's like Americans help Americans. Yeah, we're helping each other. And
Right.
it's like we're breaking that generational curse of like, oh, you can't have that shit. You're
Yeah.
you're not good enough for this.
Right.
You're not allowed to. You're supposed to stay on government assistance your whole life because your grandparents and your mom and everybody was and stuff, and you were born and raised. No,
Right.
that's where we broke it, and that's what happens here. So it doesn't matter if you're from the upper echelon or if you're from the gutter. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle. You're not gonna be judged here, and we're gonna rock this shit out. We're gonna make sure we get some money together. We're gonna do this. Like it's an amazing experience, and that's why I like it, man. I appreciate everything, Eric. For real. I
You
just
got
want
it.
you to know.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me. Like I said, man, that means we're in the right
Yeah,
direction.
man.
Feel you, brother. We're gonna kill it out there with you and continue to move forward. Things do happen for a reason. And you said
Yeah.
something that really stuck out in my mind, and that once you have it in your head, nobody
Yeah.
can take it away from you. It's yours forever. That's like
That's
the
right.
biggest takeaway, man. That was the biggest takeaway for me when I started this stuff. Is like, man, you know what? I know stuff that others don't. There's like 1 to 3% that know how to do this correctly and do this business. The other 97% do not know, and a small fraction don't do it because they just don't want to do it anymore, right? It's
Or
not
they're
their,
afraid.
they rather go with cash or something, right? Because it's not, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do stuff, right? And that's
That,
awesome. So you're definitely on an awesome journey, and we're blessed to have us on this journey with you. And the same thing, if you're out there and you see this, no BS involved, no drama involved, selection process. If we're a good fit, then we're going to bring you aboard. We're going to rock and roll with you. Be part of Victor's journey, our journey. We'll be part of your journey, helping you across the United States of America, AHA Americans Out Americans. I want to share a couple of things for you. Thank you so much for taking the time because I know you actually got a live show coming in a couple hours, right? For
actually, yeah. In about 30 minutes, I'll be live. But
Okay.
yep.
You
No
want to
problem, man.
do a little plug there and tell us what that's about first, and let us know what that's up.
Yeah.
What's all, what
Um.
is that? Some people don't know. I know I don't. I mean, I do, but I
Okay.
don't.
So I mean, like I said, I'm a comic book and collectible retailer. So I online there's this platform called Whatnot. You
Okay.
could find me on there as victorious.comics, Victorious Comics. Trust me, you go on there and look at the comic section. Everybody knows who Victorious is, one way or another. I put the giveaway trains together. I do a lot of hookups. Like I'll let you fill up a box and get steals and deals. I'm talking about. I got books that are older than you, Eric. I got books that will put you to rest, dude, that are older than your grandma. Not to be mean, but I have stuff from like 1910, man. Like
Wow.
seriously, old stuff. Like I got 1900 stuff and I with grails, amazing stuff. So you know what I'm saying? I go on to Whatnot and it's an amazing experience. I have an amazing following on there. I love them. They're super awesome people. They've always been a great following and supportive of us, me and my wife, and
Hmm.
just our journey and everything. They know about my real estate side. We've actually, I don't know if you remember, but we did a stream and we were talking about real estate and everybody loved it. They're asking when we're going to do that stuff again.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to probably schedule that sometime soon. But yeah, it's the Whatnot platform.
Okay.
But you can find me online as well too at victoriouscomicsandcollectibles.com or type in Victorious Comics in Google. It'll give you all of my social media, all of my information. We have exclusives, all type of cool stuff like that. So as soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to take a quick break, fuel
Okay.
up, and then
Yeah.
get on another live and then sell some stuff,
Awesome.
you know, and get some good deals and get prepared, for the what's coming for the rest of the week. I'm excited for Tuesday. We got some people coming in to put some bid on
Yep.
this property, man. I'm
Yep.
I'm juiced. I'm excited. And
Good, man.
everybody better tune in. I'm talking about I think we should start doing a subscription thing and start doing these videos weekly or something like that or couple times in the week together so they can keep up on a continuous basis, man. Because there's a lot of stuff. Because right after we're done with this, what else we got going there? We gotta go get more.
Yeah,
It's
we got
n-
to
it's
get
not.
more.
It just started, so
Yep.
they better start subscribing now and get ready. Because there's gonna be a lot of seasons to this story right here. That's all I'm saying. And you guys want to be a part of it? Then you guys gotta reach out, select this process. If you guys are a good fit, I'm talking about you guys gotta really be a good fit though. You guys gotta have some cojones. Don't take this the wrong way, but you guys gotta have some balls. You guys can't be fucking afraid. Don't be afraid and know what's up because we're not gonna be afraid. We're gonna hold you accountable and you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm realizing that even more myself. I gotta tell myself I gotta hold myself accountable for what I'm doing with real estate, my life, the comic business, everything.
Right.
And sometimes you guys need accountability. Don't be afraid. If we see that we need to push you for that, we'll push you. But I'm like I said, man, it's been awesome. I'm already hyped up and amped for the Whatnot show and
Oh,
everything.
that's
I gotta
awesome.
get amped, dude. Like I gotta get the come on guys, let's go, chat. It's exciting because I got something from like 1960s for them. I got the new exclusive. Everybody's so excited for these right here. Like I said, these are the whole all of them. They're limited to 10, limited to 20, limited to 80. But at the end of the day, the whole set is still limited to only 200 in existence completely of ever being printed. So that means there's only 10 of the foils, 10 of
Mhm.
these, 10 of those, but there's only 200 in total. So there's only going to be less than 200 people with these books in the world. And that's it. We're never going to reprint them again and stuff.
This is
So that's
the
what
Prince thing,
they're
right?
excited. Yes, right there. Those Prince
The
tribute.
tribute Prince.
Oh,
What is
yes.
that? Which one is that?
That one right there on the front is called the trade dress. That is the trade dress. That's the
Oh,
one that you would see on in stores or at the Comic Con and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
all the other ones
yeah.
are like retailer exclusives. The ones you would have to find special order,
Oh,
or in
gotcha.
order to get these other ones,
Mhm.
you would have to order a certain amount of books of
Mhm.
those books that you see in front of you. You have to order maybe like 50 of those to get one of the foils.
Oh, okay.
So that's why there's 1 in 10, 2 in 10. You have to buy like a certain amount of books in order to receive one of those free foils or these extra kind of ones. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the back of the book.
Yep, that's the back of it right
That's your comic
there.
book, right?
Yep, that's a full-blown comic book, full story and everything.
That's cool, man. Well, congratulations on that, on your success and putting that stuff together and partnering up. As you know, that a lot of it is about like same thing with real estate. We're going to be talking about some of that stuff and bringing that to the table, depending on what platform it's going to be, right? Instagram or maybe somewhere private. The same thing, deals that are coming down the wire, because obviously you're in the Midwest now. So we'll obviously be running campaigns and going after deals out there. I know you're going to be coming down and working in acquisitions with us, as well as training and mentoring others throughout the United States of America with us. You know how that jam goes, right? And I know that you're gearing up to become the sub 2 freaking master, right? So that's awesome. And I know that's going to happen for you, and we're going to hopefully help you on that journey and be part of that journey with you at the end of the day. And maybe even putting that together, because I know that we are coming out with we're doing the one-on-one, right? You know how that works, and that the hand holding that goes with it. We're literally negotiating and helping negotiate. It's not just like having a mentor, but it's like a life coach, mentor, coach, creative real estate investor, coach, and mentor, all wrapped in together. Because the time that we invest in you and others across the United States of America, nobody does it, right? Nobody does it on the planet because it's not worth it for them, right? Or they're going to charge you $100,000 or something to do that. Or they're just going to say, you know what, it's not worth that. Rather, we're going to sell the the videos and the PDFs and the Facebook groups, and get that ATM, money while you sleep type stuff, right? I get that. We've been like this for a while. There are programs that are coming out now, only because my daughter and others have been pushing and partners saying we got to do this, we got to do it. But as you know, with me, Victor, right, unless it's right and it makes sense, and I know that you're going to be able to watch them and be able to be successful at it, right, then we'll launch it. I've scrapped several of them already, 4 or 5 programs that we're trying to put out, which is all the same thing that's based on one-on-one mentoring program, the American Mentee program, scrapping them. But we're doing it again, so maybe you'll be involved in that, right, and helping us get those together and making sure that they're going to be launched correctly and everything that's in them is the way it needs to be, right? Especially from your experience of what you're doing now, right, with comic books. And we all know that it's kind of the same thing, but instead of maybe 500 or 10,000, we're dealing with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. But it's the same jam, right? We're just adding some zeros to it and a little bit of the scarcity at the end of the day, whether it's selling property, building out properties, and fixing and flipping and buying and holding and all that good stuff. But I do appreciate you taking the time. I hope you have a good, awesome, live and sell a shitload of stuff.
And quick fun fact too, just to let you know, Eric, not to cut you off, but this book, right? The artists that we got to do this book, right? Me, Tidal Wave, and myself, they were featured on our Argentina because they're an artist from Argentina. His name is Pablo Martinena, right? Awesome. He's an amazing artist, and he was featured on. He was featured on Argentina's TV morning show, like almost like how we have Good Morning America stuff. He was on there. Just the other day, they pulled up this book and they talked about it. He was talking about New York Comic Con and how he's so excited for this exclusive, and he never thought that it would happen, but I mean it's happening now. So that's another little fun fact, man. That it was on TV in Argentina. So we're trying to get it on TV in the United States.
So therefore, put out your handles, brother, so you can go get some. I know I got mine, number 2. So, hey, maybe we'll get number 3, 4, 5, or 6, or 7, or 8, 9, 10, or whatever, right? But definitely grab that. Prince is awesome artist, and everything that he stood for, right? Including, being individual and writing his music to everything. The dude's a super, super talented guy. And, that's cool that you're doing that. I'm gonna get mine. I think I want to get mine. Then I want to have that shit all framed up and stuff, right? I was telling Liz about that.
You should.
I might be getting a new collectible thing with you, brother. Right?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I got them. Not to show it, but I mean, like it's like this around my room. Like there's certain areas throughout the house. They're beautiful, man. They look cool and stuff. Yeah, man. Like they're just. I got toys everywhere, man. I just got here, so I'm still working on, making the whole, office pool and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, I'm still pulling stuff out of the basement, man. I got too much stuff.
I
Like
hear you.
this isn't even. This is a maybe a quarter of everything I got. So
It's a lot of shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
gotcha. All right. Well, awesome, man. So, what is where do they go again?
They can go to victoriouscomicsandcollectibles.com.
Okay.
They could also go to victorious.comics on Instagram, or they can find me at Whatnot and type in victorious_comics.
Awesome.
Um, you can even go on Google and just type in Victorious Comics, right? And it'll
Hmm.
show you pretty much a synopsis of
Okay.
all my information. It'll send you info to my link tree, to my websites, to all my social media platforms, to all my upcoming events, to some of my artwork because I am an artist, obviously as well. To
Right.
some of the newer exclusives that are coming up, and my most upcoming shows that are coming up. And this is what I say, guys. I am still under the radar right now in the comic game as a retailer because I'm still hooking people up. I'm talking about you can come get thousands of dollars of comics for hundreds of dollars. What I'm saying, I'm still doing the fill up boxes. I'm still doing those awesome keys and those high grade books you're looking for at a slash of a price. So I mean, if you guys are looking for stuff like that or anything, even if it's collectibles, if it's toys or if it's trinkets and stuff like that, I might already have it or might know somebody with it. Just reach out on one of those platforms, one of those social media outlets, or just message me directly.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. And we're excited. I'm glad you're excited to see you emerge in this creative real estate investing journey as well, because I know you're going to kick ass. I know you're going to become the sub two master that I know you will be. And I'm going to enjoy that journey with you, man. And I like I said, it's a blessing and it's an honor to have you on here. And it's also an honor to have you rocking and rolling with us together. And there's a lot of seasons that are going to be coming up. And I look forward to those. And I appreciate your time, man, very, very
No,
much. And I'm
thank you, man.
so proud of
Appreciate
you as
it.
well, man, for kicking ass, sticking to it, getting up and getting, like I always say, man, if you get knocked down, you get up and you continue to punch, 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 right? And never, ever, ever quit. And listen to anybody's shit. Just, go right here in your heart, man, and do what you need to do at the end of the
Yeah.
day. And I've seen you do that. And that's what it takes, right? That's the difference, between the people that are going to go do it and the people that are not. You know how
Hey,
that goes, right?
yeah, and before I let everybody go, check this
Yeah.
out. I'm going to share something new. Maybe by the next time you guys see me in a month or two, I'll probably be playing guitar because some awesome person out here in Kansas. I'm in the Missouri, Kansas area, everybody. So if you guys are looking, want to, meet up, talk about real estate, comics, and things, stuff like that, or have me get you plugged into Eric directly, we can meet up. But fun thing is, I was gifted a brand new guitar as a welcome gift to coming into the Midwest. I don't know how much more welcome that is. I mean, I don't know, dude. I just got a guitar.
Oh, yeah.
So
Interesting.
I'm gonna start learning the guitar, man. I'm gonna
Oh,
start playing every here and there, man. So you guys there might be something else coming on. I don't know. I
okay.
might go back into doing music and start writing some country. I don't know, man. Who knows what it can be?
All right. Well, country man, that's cool. I think personally we need to do some rock and roll, some heavy metal, brother. But it's all right.
Yeah,
I am. I got that
yeah.
flavor, right? So that's my flavor. That's what I like. It's what keeps me fired up. Even when I'm having a bad day, I'll crank up the heavy metal, the rock and roll, crank up them tunes, and it does what it does. The endorphins do their thing, man. But if it's country, it's cool, brother, or whatever. Because you
Well,
are
that's just what I'm
right.
into right now. Like, I listen to all types of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like, one sided on anything. I listen to techno, rap, R&B, country. I listen to old school stuff, like oldies but goodies, man. I listen to all that type of stuff. I just love music.
Yeah.
It just gets the creativeness going in me. I'm just a creative person. Obviously, I'm vibrant. I'm bright. I don't even really like that there's black on this shirt, but there's black on this shirt because it
Yeah.
has to kind of go against it. But if it could be a different color, I would. You
I got
seen? I love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love how things are in this world and stuff, and it's a great opportunity for everybody.
Awesome.
And being country, rock, whatever it is, man, that's what I'm saying. It's just the way things are moving in this world and how things are putting itself together. In my path of life, I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad that you're a part of it. I hope that I see some people that see this stream or see this video, and they tell me that they can connect with my story and that they come aboard and we can help other people, man. Because we've done it already, bro. We've done it
Awesome.
already. It's time to just help more. We just got to expand, and I'm excited. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
got it,
letting me
man.
come back on.
You know, for reals, man. All day long, man. We'll continue to do more of this, and I'm glad to see that you're fired up. That's what I like to see, man. Because you know, we're all gonna have our ups and downs at the end of the day. You're always rock and rolling. Like I said, I appreciate it for coming down and doing this. Super excited for you, as well as proud as shit. You know, at the end of the day. So I know you're gonna.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're a fighter, man. At the end of the day, I know you're a fighter, and I know you're going to continue to do what you need to do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here because we're in at about an hour and 15 minutes. I do appreciate
All
you.
right.
I know you got a rock and roll show. Tuesday we'll probably be back, but I know we have like the Sunday sermon, and then usually we got a Mindset Money Monday, and then a Wednesday Wellness Wednesday, Friday highlights, and then back to Saturday with some Saturday training. Tuesdays and Thursdays, well, obviously going to be live in the field, so we're going to. I guarantee we're going to be with Victor again, taking a look at that property down there and interviewing and building out the crew to get the fix and flip rolling in Missouri on a Tuesday. So it'll be a live in the field type of video with Victor as well. We're going to go through some of this stuff. So definitely register whatever you need to do, or you can scan that QR code that's right there for sticking around. There's the Surfing for Deals training. It's a live video, rebuttals. There's a PDF that's in there with the copy and paste stuff. You know how that works, Victor, with the Surfing for Deals. It gets you into the market very quickly where you can find deals super quick.
Get that,
You
guys.
got to learn how to vet them and all that other good stuff. But if you're in a group, definitely we'll work with you on that and show you how that's done. But take it. It's free. Right now it's free. We're not charging anything for it. And you know me, Victor, and us at the end of the day, especially me, right? Free as shit, and shit is free, but somebody has to pay for it. I'm not into that because then you just get a bunch of tire kickers and stuff. So we will. It's free right now, but I think in October we're gonna start charging for it. And but it's not gonna be a lot. It'll be definitely affordable. It'll definitely will help you. And that's our gift, my gift to you, to others out there. They download it. It's free. I will put it in the chat where you can go and sign up and just download it and be part of that. Get in the ecosystem. I'm going to go ahead and I believe it's a Surfing for Deals here as well. You can jump on that. Right there, it's just a simple PDF with some videos. I'm going to go through this real quick, Victor, and then we're going to wrap this all up, man, because we got a show coming up. Well, you go to AmericansHelpingAmericans.net, become a VIP buyer, and buy 1 or 100. Join. It's free. That is free, right, at the end of the day. And we were talking about that earlier, right, Victor, with kind of doing some hybrid stuff with what you're doing with and whatnot. At the same token, you know, becoming a VIP buyer and say, look, you want to get on that A list. And you don't want to have to bid on deals. You just want to say, hey, look, here's a buying criteria. This is what I'm looking for. And we will only send you stuff that you're looking for unless you just want to be jumping into the general public and say, I'll take a look at everything and maybe I'll buy it. We promise you this. Any deals that come down the wire, they're only going to be a wholesale deal, fix and flip, buy and hold, sub to. And if it doesn't make sense to you, we'll explain it to you on why it isn't based on what your criteria is, right? So go to AmericansHelpingAmericans.net and check that out.
That's right, y'all. Go check that out. Go get that free the Surfing for Deals.
For deals,
because I was just getting stuck right there for a second because that's what happened to me when I was trying to figure things out. As I literally got stuck when I didn't know what to do for Surfing for Deals chat. So go ahead and go get that right there. And if you guys need help, reach out to Eric, reach out to me, and we'll figure out what we can do.
Yeah, we put Victor to work, man. He's gonna be sharing the love with everybody out there, man. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And he knows what needs to be done, man. He's good at what he does. People love him. People like him. He follows and he does what he needs to do to make stuff happen, man. He's like the king of submissions, right? When he says he's gonna get a submission, boom, he'll get on there and boom, submissions calm down. Now you might not know what a submission is, but the mission is a submission. Victor knows. Come into the program. We're going to share that with you and share the art of the deal with you. You can also watch a lot of videos. Just go to #GetEricPaul. Learn the art of the deal and creative real estate investing. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this up real quick. Make sure you go out and get this. I know I'm getting mine. That's going to be the comic book. That's going to be awesome, man. I'm almost kind of jealous, man. I'm not, I hear about Comic-Con a lot. I know I keep on bringing it back because it's just kind of intriguing and cool. Even though I love estate more than anything else, right? But this is kind of cool when you're telling me about it, and I think you got some more coming up, right? And I think some Bruce Lee and some other stuff. I think you mentioned Alice Cooper, but I said, man, you know what? That's a little too soft for me. It's cool for other people if you like Alice Cooper, right? But me, it's like, nah, it's all right. That's a little too soft. It's kind of like Kiss is cool, only when you're a kid with all the music. Then I eventually moved into your rock and roll and harder stuff you got going on. I think you guys said.
Don't forget, we got Motley Crue, we got the Foo Fighters, we have Schwarzenegger. We have Donald Trump. I mean, these are all awesome autobiographies. I mean, and then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that we're working on with IDW. There's a couple other cool ones that we got. This is another one. Before you let me go, this is a Vampirella. It's not, it's sexy, but it's not too sexy. That's a Vampirella right there. If you guys know the old school Vampirella from back in the day, that vampire girl with the sexy twist and everything. This is her book as well. It's an awesome book. There's Red Sonja. But just so you guys know, it's a real comic. It's awesome, and it's my exclusive. These are only limited to 500. You guys can get them at the same website. Everything on there is exclusive, chat.
It's cool.
And they're always getting purchased every single day. I literally have, I think, about 12 of them left. And I only had 250 out of the run of 500 because I split it with the other team member. So, and that was 2 months ago. So
awesome.
Exciting. You got awesome stuff coming.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's some trippy stuff. I know you've been sharing that with me, and I do appreciate that. I'll wrap it up with this. Go ahead and lock in. If you're interested in the one-on-one mentoring program, scan that QR code. At least we'll chat. We'll talk. You can chat with myself, Victor, or anybody else and set an appointment. Definitely will always be talking with me because it is a selection process. And I just want to make sure that we are a good fit. And so there's no, drama or bullshit that goes on. You know how that can happen, Victor, at the end of the day. So we want to make sure that we get the right people. Because you know that we're always going to show up to the party. All you have to do is show up to the party as well. But thank you very much. Rock and roll and all what you do. That was Victorious Comics, Victorious Real Estate. Thank you for showing up, brother. I was your host of the Amplified Real Estate Show, Eric, from Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track, together with you and others across the United States of America, in the Amplified American Mentee program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor you and others across the United States of America. That is our true cause and mission, as Victor was saying earlier. And powered by Amplified Media, who puts on all this stuff and connects all the technology and things of that nature. Our sponsor is obviously VIPeXecs Realty and Lending. Step into excellence if you're looking to get your license or you have a license and you want to have that edge to be able to kick ass in your area and dominate your area with real estate, the private sector, or I should say the public sector and the private sector with Amplified, the American Mentee program. Then come aboard. We're going to work with you. We have leads and all that good stuff depending on where you come in. I know, Victor, you're going to be getting your license and doing your thing. Others are getting their license. Or the thing, remember, the market's doing some crazy shit because the National Association of Realtors went and did some stuff and got all kinds of other stuff. So guess what? A lot of real estate agents are going to be getting out of the business, right? And it usually happens on every cycle when the market starts changing and shifting. But even now, it's happening now only because of that NAR thing that's happening right now. So this is a perfect opportunity, right? So the ones that get out, you'll be able to get in, do what you need to do, and you're going to be successful riding this into the new wave, right? So I commend you on doing that. A lot of people are, so don't not get it. We already talked about that, right? And if you don't want to get it, that's okay. You can still rock and roll and do creative real estate investing with us. It does not matter. This depends on what you're wanting to do, right? So without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up. Rock and roll and all that you do. Keep on punching. Never give up. Keep on rocking and rolling. Tomorrow I will be back with the Sunday sermon with some rants and raves and go from there. Tuesday for sure. We'll be back. Usually don't do stuff on Tuesday, but since we got this going and Victor's going to be rocking and rolling and we're rocking some content and all kinds of other stuff, we will be back on Tuesday. That'll be live in the field. Thursday's usually live in the field as well. And I will be back on Monday as well for the Mindset Money Monday. And we'll talk about that as well. But hey, Victor, awesome. You have an awesome live. Sell a bunch of stuff, brother. And thank you. Appreciate it for coming aboard and sharing. It means a lot to me, and hopefully it means a lot to others that are out there that that it can happen and it will happen. We're battle tested. We're going to be there for you. As you know, Victor, we like to get into the ring with you, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That's true. And like I said, thank you, Eric. Like I said, thank you for allowing me to hop back on. Thank you for letting me, like, go do my new venture and come back and still be like right where it was, like it never ended, and we're still right back on track, still grinding, doing what we got to do. Like, I appreciate everything. Like I said, it's an amazing, it's just an amazing experience, all just in general, man, and just another thing too is like if you guys come aboard, I mean it could be an extra incentive for you guys, but you guys come aboard, and I know you guys come aboard. I'll send you guys something exclusive, something from me. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too is we'll try to do to where you guys get free digital copies, so at least you guys can see, some type of content. I know that we and Eric have been talking about some type of form of comic book that has to do with real estate. We're giving you guys some type of strategies and stuff like that. So just keep on the lookout for stuff like that coming out in the future, everybody, and be excited for it because I know I am.
Beautiful. Love it, man. So without further
Thanks,
ado,
man.
thank you very much. You have an awesome one. Rock and roll and all that you do too, brother. I know it's probably dinner time out there for you. I'm getting ready to
Yeah, it is.
All right, so I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, man. Thank you.
No problem. Bye-bye. All right, so that was fun. Appreciate it, Mr. Victor. And so anybody who's watching this can watch it. It'll be monetized. It'll be streamed on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the different platforms all at once. Definitely get into and scan that sub-2 QR code right there to get into the Facebook group. It's exclusive. Register for the private Zooms for your training. Definitely click the links down below. Get that free Surfing for Deals program, as well as scanning I'm going to put the QR code up here real quick. So you can scan that QR code and come aboard and work with us. Let me pull that up real quick. Where's it at? There you go. You scan that QR code and lock in your mentoring spot. Only about 5 spots left for the month. Deals will be on the table as well. I'm going to share those with you. Definitely get into the group. Rock and roll and all that you do. I'm going to wipe this. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here real quick. Once again, the Amplified Real Estate Show. I was your host, Eric Paul of AHA, Americans Helping Americans, Amplified American Mentee Program, powered by Amplified Media and VIPeXecs.